Never stop improving. Go from zero to hero over the course of a weekend by watching our entire Blueprint conference. Only available inside Josh Fegan Digital. What's your formula? Like, how do we do things around here? This is one of the most amazing things that happens in any business. When a brand new salesperson comes to join a sales team and literally just doesn't know what it is that we actually do and how we go to generate our leads. And now more than ever before, it's absolutely time to reimagine your prospecting. You see, I'm a big believer that inside of every firm in Australia, you have a different set of strengths that you should be playing with. And if you don't play to your strengths, well then what you're going to do is basically play the same year over and over again. But you shouldn't have to do that. The reality of it is that every single person who owns a piece of real estate in Australia most likely bought that particular property from a real estate agent. And therefore, if they don't sell through the agent that they bought from, then ultimately what we're all doing is stealing other people's past clients that are completely underserved. Now, why would we let that happen? You see, the reality of being a great agent in this country is really understanding how you go to generate your leads and to be making sure that your energy is really focused around those things that continue to be able to produce the results regardless of the conditions of the day. So where do we start? Well, we know that anywhere inside of business, the first place is going to be all of our personal network. That isn't as weird or as strange or as awkward as you might make it feel like. The reality of it is, it's just the builders, the developers, and the architects that are already building properties in your local area. Think about it. When there's a development application on a property and that property gets built, someone's going to move into it. They're either going to lease it or they're going to be in a position that they buy it, or maybe they've already bought it and they move into the property they've now completed, and therefore they're going to be moving out of an investment property that they were either leasing or already own, that literally is another real estate transaction. And it's all directly in front of you. It's on your local council websites, and all you need to do is to build a relationship with the local builders, the local developers, the local architects to find out where these customers are before they actually need you. The next one after that is all the buyer work. We know what we're supposed to do with buyers. The buyer for open for inspection callback, the private appointment callback, the 10-day callback, the just sold callback, which then leads us into past clients. This is the biggest challenge inside of our industry. Why don't we get on the phone and call all the buyers who've literally bought from us in the past, better known as those past clients, to do our annual checkups? It's such an easy call to be making. And then in addition to that, we know the social proof around every campaign. Every single time we get a sold sticker up, another board goes up in that street in 30, 60 or 90 days time. But what about all the landlords? Where do they live? How come we haven't been out there to give them an idea on what their principal place of residence is worth? That little equity check, which might allow them to maybe buy another investment property or even trade in their existing home to get something new or something different. And then what about all of our community work? You see, what we've gone through in an express kind of way is effectively what we're going to call the prospecting layer cake. And what's really important is that inside of your business, you need to learn how to go and play the game. Now, the biggest challenge that we get on our Quick Question Tuesdays on Instagram is about all the new people that are coming into the industry going, how do I cold call? Or how do I door knock? I'm like, why would you do that? Like literally at the end of the day, the secret is already inside of the existing data sets that you've already got. Now more than ever before, we've got to learn how to play much better with the existing relationships. It's about making sure that we actually got to put in our conversion campaigns. So what's a conversion campaign? Well, how many past clients have an annual checkup due this month? How many of those people did we actually call? How many of them do we actually get to book in to go and see them, to give them that annual checkup? And then how many are going to proceed either to go to market or ultimately to refer you to someone else? You see, this is a conversion campaign, and that's what success looks like in your business. Measuring the activities so that you know those activities actually get the outcomes that you deserve. Now, more than ever before, it's time to define what prospecting looks like on the inside of your business, to build a formula around it, and to make sure that where you're spending all your time, money, and resources is actually the items that are producing you the results. We really hope that you've enjoyed this week's coaching tip, and we look forward to seeing you next week.